So, you got anything going on today?
Just doing the same old task. Like, every day is boring.
Ugh, tell me about it. Hold on.
What?
What's going... Bro, look at the dam.
Huh?
Look at the friggin' top.
Oh, that is not a good sign.
Yeah, you think? Perhaps the lake's holding in too much water.
Should they take a closer look at it?
What are you, crazy?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna call the supervisor. Something doesn't seem good about this.
Good idea.
Good morning, Northern California. My name is Brian Stevenson, reporting today, and welcome to KCRA Channel 3, breaking news at 10 a.m. We begin our coverage in the Sacramento Valley as the situation is unfolding east of the city of Oroville. At around 8:30 in the morning, our news team was recently informed about a possible overspill in the Oroville Dam. While not much information has been sent to us, there are reports of quarter-inch flooding in the river below. There is speculation that the water levels may be too high as a result of the ongoing rain season. Despite this, there is no current risk to public safety in the area. Although city authorities are going to take a closer look at the dam and will provide more updates to the general public once it is obtained. We will keep updating you once new information is received. Thank you.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Oroville Police Department in conjunction with the Butte County Sheriff's Office. A few minutes ago, local authorities and emergency management in Butte County had detected an overspillage at the Oroville Dam, generating a flood of approximately 5 feet in height, resulting in minor damage along the close proximity and to immediate areas downstream. The number of injuries is not confirmed at this time. Recently, new information from local and state officials has been received of a possible risk in the Oroville Dam. Based on current investigations, it has been discovered that the structure of the dam is significantly vulnerable, which increases the possibility of a complete failure on the Oroville Dam, which can cause life-threatening floods. However, authorities are ordering that all citizens within the warned areas of the Sacramento Valley to remain vigilant and follow any updates when available. Be sure to prepare for any possible evacuation orders as the situation continues to develop.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the California Emergency Management Agency. This is a critical emergency alert for the upper Sacramento Valley area. These include Butte County in Northern California, Yuba County in Northern California, and Sutter County in Northern California. Effective until 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The following information is in relation to the ongoing crisis in the Oroville Dam, in the city of Oroville, California. Yesterday at 1:41 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, local authorities in Butte, Yuba, and Sutter counties had received information that the structural integrity of the Oroville Dam is deteriorating at a rapid rate, with water overspilling the dam and growing cracks being confirmed. 2.5-foot tall floods were reported below the dam as the result of the dam's overspill. Based on further investigation, it is concluded that the Oroville Dam is expected to experience a structural failure within the following days, and the risk of a total collapse is increasing by every hour. If the collapse of the Oroville Dam is imminent, all areas near the proximity of the dam are at high risk of dangerous and destructive flooding. These areas include the city of Oroville, Gridley, Live Oak, Yuba City, and neighboring areas. Unless urgent action is taken by authorities, it is now determined to be too dangerous to stay within the immediate area. Effective at 7:30 a.m. today, the California government is issuing an evacuation order for most towns in Yuba, Butte, and Sutter counties. The safety of you, your family, and everyone is our greatest priority. Citizens in these counties are instructed to evacuate as far away from the dam as possible. Do not take unnecessary and valuable items with you. Instead, please gather food and water, as well as medical supplies, clothing, legal documents, and other essentials if needed. When evacuating, you must obey all instructions from your local authorities. Please do not panic, as it will only make the situation worse. To repeat, due to a rapidly developing situation at the Oroville Dam, it is now considered unsafe to stay within the immediate area. Citizens in Butte, Yuba, and Sutter counties are required to evacuate immediately. Please remain tuned to news outlets or official sources for more information.
Flash flood emergency for the cities of Oroville, Thermalito, Yuba City, and Marysville. The National Weather Service in Sacramento has issued a flash flood warning for a dam failure along Lake Oroville in south central Butte County in Northern California, eastern Sutter County in Central California, western Yuba County in Northern California, until 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. At 2:24 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, local law enforcement and emergency management reported a dam collapse on Lake Oroville on the Oroville Dam, causing flash flooding of immediately surrounding areas. This is a flash flood emergency for the cities of Oroville, Thermalito, Yuba City, and Marysville. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Seek higher ground now. Hazard: life-threatening flash flooding from a dam collapse. Source: law enforcement reported. Impact: this is a particularly dangerous situation. Seek higher ground now. Immediate evacuation for areas near the dam collapse. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Oroville, Thermalito, East Gridley, Sullivan, Berg, Yuba City, Marysville, South Yuba, and Bogue. If you are able, please contact relatives and friends in the evacuation zone to alert them to get to safety. Move to higher ground now. Do not attempt to travel unless you are fleeing an area subject to flooding or under an evacuation order. If you are in low-lying areas along Feather River or the Thermalito diversion pool, you should move to higher ground immediately. Be especially cautious at night when it is harder to recognize the dangers of flooding.
Repeating, the flash flood warning has been issued until 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time for the following counties: Butte, Sutter, and Yuba.
Good morning and welcome to KQMS News Talk. This is Josh Prescott reporting today. Our big story tonight is the ongoing flood crisis in the Sacramento Valley after a devastating collapse of the Oroville Dam. Many areas along the Feather River where the dam was placed are still heavily flooded as the water continues to spread. Major damage was reported particularly in the cities of Oroville, Thermalito, Gridley, and Live Oak. Areas in close proximity to the dam are reported to have been completely destroyed. 3-foot-tall floods are still occurring in Yuba City and Marysville, as well as away from the disaster zones. However, in other cities such as Sacramento, Chico, and Redding, where our station is located, we are experiencing heavy flows of refugees coming in from the flooded areas. We have the Butte County Sheriff's Chief on the line with us right now. Chief, welcome to the News Talk.
Thank you, Josh.
We'd like to start out with our interview by asking how the current situation is there.
Well, we are working around the clock to help as many people as possible who are still in the affected areas. Many of our officers are doing everything possible to get these people to safety and give them the care that they need.
Question, how is the flooding within Oroville?
Thankfully, it has dropped slowly, but it's still looking bad there. Some buildings next to and near the river have been destroyed, but overall, it will be difficult for first responders to recover people trapped by these floods.
Are there any confirmed casualties at this time?
We don't know, but we will keep doing everything possible to help our people and get everything under control. Other than that, I can say that we are grateful that other cities such as Yuba City and Marysville are helping us with our cause. Emergency responders from Sacramento and San Francisco are coming here to transport injured people to hospitals in their city to give them the best treatment. Other counties in the state are also sending their help, with several states offering their assistance.
If you could excuse me, Chief, I'm terribly sorry to cut you off short, but we have important information that has just come at our station. Nonetheless, thank you for your great service to the community through these times.
You're most welcome.
As we were talking to the chief, we just got information from the White House that President Donald Trump had been briefed at this disaster earlier, and he will be making a speech to the nation shortly. Before we go live there, we will give a quick recap of what we know so far. Major flooding is still ongoing within the cities of Oroville, Gridley, Marysville, and Yuba City, as structural damages were reported. Other areas within California are sending help to these affected communities, and several states coming here to assist with the recovery efforts. We will now go live to the White House in Washington, D.C.
Thank you for coming here, folks. My fellow Americans, tonight I came to talk about the destructive flooding in the state of California, one of the nastiest floods that our country is currently facing. I had gotten notice about the situation recently, and I have to say it's a very, very tragic situation here, folks. Many cities within the area are underwater, buildings are completely destroyed, and some people are trapped in these terrible, terrible floods. So many people there had lost their homes, fleeing their area for safety, all because of the complete destruction of the Oroville Dam. I have to say it could have been easily preventable had they taken the signs seriously, but their government, the incompetent, radical left socialist Democrats there, had neglected that, and now look what that had resulted in, folks. Many people's lives have been forever changed. Despite our known differences, I will make sure that we will send our best aid to the affected areas in the great state of California. I will send our emergency services there to help the people as much as we possibly can. I would also be considering doing major things for our infrastructure to make sure that this kind of event would not happen in this great and beautiful country again. Yet at the end of the day, we are all proud and patriotic Americans no matter what. Thank you. May God bless this great state of California and the United States of America. God bless you all.